Hey, GutFoxx here. My team is on the left, so I'm facing a pretty good opponent with Odell, Night Train, and Brian Dawkins. Should be an exciting game. No fancy clips today. Just want to talk over some news, recent news of the Madden world. The sponsor is Attempted Murder, and when you only have two crows, so we had Hines Ward off the edge there. So he sends a blitz off the edge and gets the hit. I should have gone to the check down running back right away. But this next play is amazing. He drops 10 into coverage. So I try to hit the out route, and he catches the interception off the deflection. Unfortunately, right off the bat, we are not starting good. So he has a good mix of blitz than the coverage. All right, so let's talk. You guys have obviously seen the loading screen changes, no longer showing the top three. What do you think of that? I kind of like seeing the opponent's top three, and didn't like showing off any information about my squad, but seeing the opponent and who they had was kind of interesting, I thought. But now I have to go to the pause screen before each game, which I do normally, to switch some guys around. But let me know what you guys think about that. Draft champions against friends now. That just happened a few days ago. Have you guys taken advantage of that? I think that'll be good for, obviously YouTube playing against other players as he brings another blitz off the edge, and I'm not able to contain all this pressure. Aaron Lynch is a fast, and then he drops 10. Every time after he sacks me, he drops 10. So I'm not able to get anything, and I don't know why that pass was so short. Anyways, maybe I was moving. They said Mike Scrape 3 is getting patched, or did that already patch? I played against one guy that used it. It didn't come through because I, can recognize the formation and shift, like me and Watt's video. If you haven't seen that, check out how to defend the, 3-4-4-3 and dime blitzes video that we did. But hopefully those got patched, and I noticed some of my pressures that I had a, what do you like to call, a boost rush out of the D tackle, a speed rush as Night Train Lane comes off the corner on the blitz and does amazingly. I noticed that got patched in this one as we get a nice pick there, CPU pick, so I can't take credit for Jimmy doing, I don't want to say the Lord's work, but good work. Le'Veon Bell doing terrible as usual. His speed does not really cause any issues for opponents. Hines Ward doing amazingly as usual with that catch in traffic. But yeah, so the server maintenance that happened earlier, we also saw some desync issues after the patch in Draft Champions, and they fixed it with some emergency maintenance. And I haven't seen any complaints since about the desyncs. But I was reading something yesterday that EA, there was a post by like an EA wife, is what it was titled, saying that EA overworks their employees like 80 hours a week for months on end. As we just chuck it up in the end zone and it gets knocked down. That ended up changing a lot at the company, and so they no longer work 80 hours per week, which is, very nice for them, and they're nice. Keekly there on the pick, which was not something I expected out of that card. I thought I had an open player there, but clearly not. As we get it right back with Pete. So they changed the working conditions, so they no longer have to work 80 hours a week, but EA still seems to, get a lot done with this game. I know there's a lot of complaints about it still, but I think Madden 16 is in a better place than any Madden I've ever played, and I want to give them a shout out. There's still, obviously people have complaints all the time in such a major release, but all right, let's move on a little bit to the players released. Let me know what do you guys think about 16 compared to 15 and whatnot, and all these patches that we've had, and hopefully we'll get a couple more, although, nanos will always show up and people complain about those. It's just really, you can only like knock them. It's like whack-a-mole. They show a nano, you patch it. They show a nano, you patch it. But yeah, let's talk about Jimmy Ward, Schefter Star. Do you guys see that guy? Crazy good stats for a strong safety, especially for his overall. I see this guy going like at bottom, 8K maybe, if you could get him next Tuesday. But 8K for each card, because just like, although it's only one position, unlike Landry, who's at 10K, at his bottom now, he's up to like 19 or 15 if you get ground and pound, but that's just today. His price will probably go up with time. But compare this Jimmy Ward to Eric Berry. I was doing this earlier, and I saw somebody pointed it out on the subreddit. Jimmy Ward is faster, better agility, acceleration, all that jazz. He's only everything's pretty much better than Barry, except for the awareness, strength, 3 points of hit power, and 16 finesse move. But Ward has man coverage, they're tight end zone, Press, which you can't really look at. He's got him on play, rec, pursuit, block shedding, hit. Oh no, he loses 3 in hit power, and tackle. Jimmy's better in tackle than Eric Berry's 94. So this Jimmy Ward, I think, will be playing on a lot of squads for a long time, and he is probably going to be my strong safety, at least for a while. Although with the Ronnie Lott release, which we'll get to in a minute here. This Ward is going to be a budget baller. He'll probably be he should be on every budget team until his set runs out, and his price obviously will increase, and then probably won't be budget once they go for like 20K a piece. But if you can, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday night, even after Team of the Week are pulled for, pick up a couple Jimmy Wards, make the dual style, and just let him do his thing. He's basically an 84 for an 87 price. But yeah, talking about Schefter Stars, you guys see all of them are available this weekend. I mean, this is kind of old news. It came out yesterday. So pick, I wouldn't say pick them up to do dual styles unless you desperately need them. Look at the spreadsheet. I'll link the thing in the description. The CMAD Dogs post on the MUT subreddit in the description for how to do them without Schefter Stars. But I mean, if you need the Schefter Stars to do dual styles, now this is the weekend. But otherwise, sell the ones you forgot to sell earlier before they expire. The ones that maybe you kept in your binder too long and kind of forgot about or weren't on during the day you wanted to sell them. But otherwise, you guys doing dual styles this weekend? Legends, Lott and Irving. Basically, you could compare Jimmy Ward to Ronnie Lott, and Ronnie Lott's definitely got some better stats than Ward. Ward's still very fast and probably will be faster than Lott, as he gets a nice pick there on what I thought would be an easy completion, but his guy was standing right there, so I tried to bomb it deep. I should have just played underneath like I've been playing the whole game. So all he has to do is run out the clock on me, unfortunately. Down 14-7 in this game. But Irvin's route running, I really hope that Lott is a set, because we do need another cheaper strong safety, like another Roy Williams type upper tier strong safety. But Irvin's route running's 92. You need to get him over that 96 threshold so he doesn't stutter on the out routes and whatnot, and much sharper cuts. So you'll need long pass for that. But so I don't love that aspect about him. Everything else about the Irving card is very nice, except for what his price will be if he's the pullable legend, as we constantly miss tackles on this Lynch card. But anyways, we got the Football Outsiders Christmas promo. I've talked a lot more than I thought I thought I'd be able to get to those things, but we're coming up here on the end of the game, and I can't really get to the Football Outsiders. Don't really love any of them. Nothing that really shouts out. Vernon, there's still outside linebackers that play better for the other end. But I'm excited for the Christmas promo. Hope you guys are too. He took a timeout, so he's not going to be able to see his stats because you don't do jerk moves like that. All right, thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.